Afternoon, students. Today we will start a new unit which is a database concept and structure query language. So in that, yesterday, as I have provided you notes, you can refer those notes also. So first part is a database. So question arises, what is meant by database? Before that we will see how the database is used. So whatever activities you perform on Facebook, Instagram or WhatsApp, it is get stored on the database of that specific software. Or in case of CBSE also, when you register yourself in ninth class, your data is get saved on that specific site, and when you give 10th exam at that time, it will gives your result based on whatever subjects or information you have entered at the time of ninth class. So first point is a database. So there are two words, one is a data, second one is a base. So data means logically grouped piece of information, and base means it is a bottom or lower part of something. In short, it is a collecting and organizing data in the form of tables in order to maintain records for a future use. It is a database. In short, it is a software which is used to store information for a future use. The next part is the DBMS. It is more advanced as compared to database. So it is a DBMS means database management system. It is a collecting, organizing and managing data. So in database we have seen it collects data and stores data properly, and in case of DBMS it collects data, arrange data properly and then manage data. Managing means adding new records in a specific database, updating records, deleting records or transferring records from one database to another database or one table to another table. So let us see what is a DBMS. It is a collection of interrelated data, set of programs to access the data. DBMS contains information about particular enterprise. For example, a special DBMS contains information about a special school, a specific hotel, specific library, etc. It provides an environment that is both convenient and efficient to use. Let us see what are the applications of database. It is a banking. It means in case of banks, it will perform or it will store all transactions. In airlines, it is a reservation and schedules. In universities, it is a registration and grades. Sales, it is used for customers, product purchases. In manufacturing or production, it is a inventory management, orders, supply chain, etc. Then in case of human resource, it is used for employee records, salary, tax deduction, and database touches all aspect of life. So RDBMS, it is an advanced one as compared to DB and the DBMS. It is a RDBMS means a relational database management system. It is a collecting, organizing and managing data in a tables or in a relation. Here in case of RDBMS, one advanced point is there. Here we can create relation between multiple tables or multiple databases also. So for our syllabus we have MySQL. So MySQL is a RDBMS software. So next point is a need of database management system, means why to use database or why there is a need of use of database management system. So it improves sharing and data security. So all of you know that means when you share your image on WhatsApp or on Facebook, the same image whatever you have with your account, it gets shared with multiple accounts. It is because of that image is stored in a database. Next one, effective data integration, means we can integrate data with each other effectively if we have the database software. Then consistency of data, it means we update data properly. Increase in productivity of end user, it will helpful to user, means for example WhatsApp and Facebook, due to database we are always we get feel as a easy use, such as your sharings or your history, Facebook will show daily that 2 years back you have uploaded this, you want to share this, means it will use, means you don't need to go in database and search it what image or what quote I have posted or the shared. In that specific day it will automatically comes to you and you can share it. Then the next one, it is a quick decision making. Quick decision making means if the database is there, then you can easily make decisions based on that data. Controlling redundancy and inconsistency. Redundancy means duplication of records, and inconsistency means there is a no relation between the data you have entered or the inserted. Then the next one, concurrency control and transaction management. So all of you know about concurrency. Concurrency means performing things parallelly, or there should be a proper synchronization between the activities. And the transaction management system means, for example, suppose in a bank you are going to withdraw for some money, and all these transactions are connected with software, but when you don't have account, means you don't have money in your account, then it will not possible to withdraw money from the bank. It is because of transaction management system. Means before withdrawing money, it will check that how much amount data money is there, and how much amount of data money user wants. So it will compare it, and then only it will perform transaction. Then the next one is the access control and ease and accessing data. It means it will access your data properly, and it is a very easy to accessing data. Then next one is a relational model. So relational model represent how data is stored in a relational database. A relational database stores data in the form of relations, or we can call it as a table. So let us see a table student whose attributes are the roll number, name, address, phone and age. So see roll number, name, address, phone number and the age. Now on the basis of this table we are going to study advanced points which are present in relational database management system. So first one is a domain constraint. So these are the attribute level constraint. An attribute can only takes value which lies inside the domain. Then the range, example, if constraint age is greater than 0 is applied on student relation, inserting negative value age will return in failure. Means it is a constraint, or it is a rule what type of data we need to enter in a specific column or in a specific table. Next one is the attribute, the properties that define relation such as a roll number, name. These are called as attribute, or in short we can call it as the column names of a table are called as attributes. Next one, relation scheme. It means name of relations with its attributes. Example, the student with a roll number, name, address, phone and age. Then the next one is a tuple. So tuple means row. So each row in relation is known as a tuple. In above relation there are 4 tuples or the row. So you can see those tuples or the row. So tuple number 1 Ram, second one Ramesh, third one Sujit and fourth one is a Suresh. So these are the 4 tuples. Then degree. Degree means the number of attributes in relation is called degree of relation. Attributes means column, means how many columns present in that specific table is called as a degree. Cardinality means the number of tuples in relation is known as a cardinality. Columns represent the set of value for a particular attribute. Then the key means column in relations. So there are specific keys. One is a primary key. So it is a special relation database column designed to uniquely identify all table record. It must contain unique value for each row of table or data. It cannot contain null values. Every row must have a primary key. Example, in above table, a roll number is a primary key. So let us see that table once again. So I will explain you properly. So all of you know about the student table. In that roll number, so names can be duplicated. Means in a single class there may be 2 or 3 persons who have their name as an Ram, or sometimes address may be same or phone number may be same or age may be same, but there is one column which always has a unique value or the value which is not get duplicated. It is a roll number. So in case of bank also, account number is a primary key. In short, primary key means it is a column or set of columns which contains unique record, and by using that column we can access each row uniquely or differently. So it comes under primary key. Next one is a candidate key. The column can act as a primary key of column. This constrains unique values in it. It is called as a candidate key. For in above table there is a phone number or a phone is a candidate key. In short, in a single table there should be a single primary key, but in some tables there are the columns which can act as a primary key. So such columns are called as a candidate key. Means, for example, suppose there is one table of student which contains roll number, Aadhaar card number, GR number, phone number, etc., and name, address, blood group. So from these columns, roll number, Aadhaar card number and GR number can act as a primary key because all these three columns contains a record uniquely. But from that we are using only roll number as a primary key. So remaining two columns are called as a candidate key. Next one is the alternate key. The column other than primary key and candidate key are called as alternate key. So here you can see name, address, age are the alternate keys of the specific table. So here up to this we have seen what are the concepts of database. Now we will move towards next part, which is a SQL, or which is called as a structured query language. In simple, the language which is used to interact with database software is called as a structured query language. Let us see what are the parts present with SQL. So SQL lets you access and manipulate database. Access means you can handle, and manipulate means you can change the data. SQL can execute queries against a database. Execute queries means once data is stored in your database, then you can ask questions to the database based on the queries, and based on queries it will give answer as the user required. Next one, SQL can retrieve data from database. It can retrieve data, it can insert record, it can update, it can delete, it can create new database, it can create new tables, etc. So next, first part of SQL is a DDL. DDL means data definition language. So it is used to define database structure or schema. It is also used to specify additional properties of data. These statements define the implementation details of the database schema. For example, in short, DDL means the commands which are used to create database, which are used to create table, or which are used to handle structure of table. It's called as a DDL. So first command is a create command. So now onwards we will see how to create database in a MySQL software. So first command, create database, is a database name. So it is a syntax, and what is a example? So create table, table name in bracket column 1. So it is, see, first create command is for creating database, and second create command is for creating table. So create table, table name, column 1 name, data type, constraint, comma, column 2 name, data type, up to the, dash 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 up to the column column name and the data type. So here three things are there. One is the column name. So in above table we have seen roll number, name, address, age are the column name. Data types means that specific column what type of data or value it going to store. So it comes under data type. So there are various data types such as an integer for a whole number, fraction numbers, there is a float, and for a characters or name there is a string data type, or in MySQL we can call it as a char and varchar. We will see afterwards this. And the next one, constraint means any rule. For example, that column is primary key, candidate key, or alternate key. Second part of SQL is a DML, data manipulation language. So these are used for managing data within schema objects. This handles data of table or databases such as the insert command. So insert into table name values, value for first column, value for second column, value for third column, like that. So column minus column for n. Then the next one is a data query language. The purpose of data query language is to some schema relation based on the query passed it, such as a select, from, and where. Means first we have seen DML. DDL means data manipulation language. Second one DML, data manipulation language. Third one is a data query language, which is used to fetch record from the database. Then see about MySQL. So MySQL is a fast and easy RDBMS being used for many small and big businesses. It is developed, marketed, and supported by MySQL app, which is Swedish company. It is popular because released under open source license. Open source means for using MySQL we don't need to pay single rupees to any company or any network administration. It handles a large subset of functionalities of the most expensive powerful database packages. It uses SQL for interaction with database. It is customizable. It works very quickly and works well even with large data sets. Then the data types in MySQL, it is a char and varchar. Let us see difference between char and varchar. So when you create column with char data type, for example char 10, then compulsory you need to use a 10 character. But when you create a column with varchar, then maximum you can enter 10 characters. Then the int, whole number, decimal for fractional numbers, and date is for date and time of the data. Next one, see, there is given char and varchar. So you can read it and you can get understood by this. So creating database, now we will see commands. So create database 11th com. So it will create database. Next one, select database. So use 11th com. It means now we are going to use this database. Next one, creating table. So create table student values roll number int primary key comma name varchar 20 comma DOB or date of birth. Then inserting record, insert into student values 1 comma Ramesh comma 2006 12 and 21. See here, always you need to enter date in the form of year, month and day. Then for showing records you can write select star from student. So in next lecture I will show you how to write commands practically and how it will look like. For time being you just see this scenario. So here we have created database 11th com. So you can see this create database 11th com. Then we have write use 11th commas. Then we have created table student with roll number, name and date of birth. And next we have inserted values in this table, and when we write select star from student, it will display all records present in a